morning one day.
Yeah.
All right, sorry we lost the video. So I'm talking about when on ladders, loose rungs. Like I said, the old wooden ladders have those. So if the rungs are loose, you need to get rid of the ladder. But keep your rungs clean, the cracks, you know, basically the grooves in them. Make sure all the dirt's out of there and everything when you're done before you put them away. If you have missing foot pads, that's another danger because now you don't have a level and it's not very sturdy on the ground. It's not going to stay to the ground. It could very easily move. So, you know, if something is damaged or visibly damaged on your ladder, obviously you don't want to be using it until you get it repaired or get it replaced. Make sure that, you know, any kind of work that you do from a ladder, you're not doing anything where you're having to lean backwards or sideways or reach, you know, at a point where it's just not safe. And those are things that people do all the time. So I'm just throwing those out at you. Be really careful with them. Don't stand on a ladder that wobbles. Don't try to then straighten it out by, you know, while you're on it. Get down, get it nice and sturdy before you get up on the ladder. So instead, basically, do not try to walk a ladder by rocking it. Climb down the ladder first and then move it to where you need to move it to. So in other words, if you're in place A and you need to go to place B, don't walk the thing while you're on it to try to get up there, because people do that. I mean, the reason these things are on here is because there's been idiots that have gotten hurt by doing that. When you climb on a ladder, make sure you face the ladder when you're climbing up or down. Do not carry items in your hands while climbing up and down a ladder. Now this is a good one because as plumbers, we have to bring tools, also HVAC guys, we have to go up on the roof or up in the attic. We have to get tools up there. So how do we do that? What's the safest way to do that?
Yeah. Two guys help each other.
Okay, two guys helping each other is one way.
One person gets up to the top and they're off the ladder and they rope it up.
Rope it up, yep. Same thing on a roof, rope it up. Get a bucket, a rope it up. Another thing is if you have tools, have a tool belt or a tool, you know, some type of container that can be wrapped, or, you know, strapped around you as you go up, right? There's a lot of different
Or
nice.
you can take it one at a time.
Yeah.
Or two at a time.
But you don't want to be carrying all kinds of stuff up there where you're basically using one hand the whole way. That's where it's not safe. Maintain a 3-point contact. Okay. So what is a 3-point contact? We have 2 hands and 2 feet, right? So that doesn't mean we have to basically, if we're going to have going up the ladder, we have one hand at least at the same time and both feet, right? So always 3 points of contact when you're climbing up or down a ladder. Okay. And again, be careful when you're carrying things up and down a ladder. You still need to have that 3-point contact. So that means if you can't, you have something that's too much, then you need to use the rope and bucket method or have a tool bag, something on you that you're not going to lose that 3-point connection on a ladder. I was doing a safety meeting this morning.
Good.
So anyway, anybody have any questions on those 3 topics? Lifting procedures and ladders, and then also just the basic safety about making sure that you block off, cone off, whatever it's unsafe, and don't keep anything in front of you know, walkways, doorways, things like that, tripping hazards. Just make sure that you're real careful with that, not only for yourself, for the customers. Because, you know, if you have 2 or 3 guys on a job and we're doing a remodeling job and someone puts something somewhere, the other guy doesn't see it, it wasn't there just a minute ago and I walked by there and voila, someone trips and falls and now we have an injury. So injuries cost us a lot of money, guys. Workers' comp is not cheap. It keeps getting more expensive. Even if you don't have an injury, it gets more expensive. When you do have an injury, it's just, you know, it makes it hard to have a thriving business when you're spending most of your money on insurance claims and things like that. So please take care of yourself, lift properly, use ladders properly, make sure they're clean and taken care of. Okay? Anybody have any questions? All right, so that's for the safety. The next thing is, you know, I know we have an on-call schedule, and it seems to me that, you know, what happens on-call days, sometimes, guys, is someone's either sick or something happens to those guys as well. So we'd appreciate it if you could, at least, pay attention to your phones, just because we may have something that needs to be done and we're trying to get hold of somebody. We can call 2, 3, 4 people sometimes and get nobody even to respond. If you're not available, you're not available. If you're out of town, let us know. But at least answer your phone and let us know, so we're not like stressing out about calls and, trying to take care of customers and then we can't. Make sense? So I appreciate you coming on camera on the weekend, on Saturday. It really helped out. But what it also causes is our customers, if we can't get to our customers, you guys know how they don't like being rescheduled, especially when they're home on a Saturday, they made the time for us, and then all of a sudden we can't come. They don't care what the reason is. So please make sure that you're answering your phones and doing what you can to help out if something comes up, okay? All right, you got anything, Kevin?
Was just curious, with the drain cleaning course that we had over at Johnny Blackstock's house in Mission Viejo, did you guys actually take out a drain cleaning machine? I know you weren't there.
It was just the jetting.
It was just jetting?
Yeah.
So nobody actually got a drain cleaning course?
There was no drain.
You weren't there?
I was there.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, the one with Phil, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
So there was no drain cleaning equipment pulled out?
No, it was just a jetting.
So we basically wasted a day, essentially, because these guys were supposed to be trained. So what I'd like to do is maybe have somebody else do the training at this point. Maybe the next drain cleaning call that comes in, we can send Nick or Sarah with 1 or 2 of these guys and train them how to use that equipment, because much to my surprise this weekend, I was told that they didn't know how to use drain cleaning equipment still, after having them there on a job for 8 hours, so, anyway.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that's, we got a lot of stuff going on. We have people that are gonna be late. Obviously, they had already, texted in for one reason. A couple people are gonna be missing, so, let's get out and see what we can get you guys going to make some money.
Who on the HVAC side's not coming?
One thing on Saturday,